All right, check 1 2. Check 1 2. Okay, I think audio is good. Um, should be fine. You don't see it right now, but I have the camera on the cooking area, and I was just trying to make sure that everything looked good during that very long intermission, by the way. Anyway, welcome everyone to Friday. No, that's not Friday, Saturday. Happy Saturday, everyone. It's Saturday night where I am right now. Maybe Saturday morning, Sunday morning in Asia, I think. And yeah, I don't think it's morning quite well. Morning, Saturday morning. I can't even think anymore. Anyway, welcome everyone to the stream. My name is Ruka Sumi. Please still call me Ruka. And today we're going to be doing a little bit of breakfast for dinner. Why? I have no idea. To be honest, I have no idea. When I first planned this, I wanted to do a cooking stream. So I wanted to start to do a cooking stream at least once a month. And this month, I actually have 2 cooking streams planned. One today and one next week, because Thanksgiving special, all that stuff. But anyway, for today, I was originally planning to do some pancakes. But as I was thinking through this, should I be making pancakes or should I be making something else? And then I bought a new knife, which I'm gonna show to you guys later. And it's like, okay, what can I do with this thing now? I wasn't actually planning on doing a knife reveal today, but we're gonna do it anyway, just because I haven't had the opportunity to use it on anything. I don't know if today is a good day to use it either, but I'm going to try to see what I have on hand that I might be able to use it on, at least for the stream. Because yeah, you can't exactly use a knife on a pancake. I mean, you could, but a kitchen knife on a pancake is a little bit overkill, and I don't know exactly what you would. Why? I mean, why would you want to do that? So today, instead of just pancakes, or if we even get to the pancakes, because pancakes are going to be at the end. I feel like if I do pancakes today, it's going to be at the end, and we're going to. I'm gonna be stuffed. Someone's got to eat all this stuff. But so in any case, we're gonna do breakfast food instead. But as far as breakfast food is concerned, apparently these days there's an anti-breakfast movement. I don't know. I just made that name up. But with people trying to lose weight and the whole intermittent fasting thing, some people skip breakfast because they want to try to lose weight. Some people skip breakfast before the whole intermittent thing to begin with, and that's perfectly fine if that's what your lifestyle is. But for people who do eat breakfast to get them going the day, or at least give them a little bit of boost of energy for the day, that's what breakfast is, breaking your fast. At the start of usually in the morning, sometimes it's brunch now because people wake up a little bit later and don't feel quite hungry right off the bat coming out of sleep. And brunch. I like brunch. Brunch is definitely when I usually try to eat, because I am trying to also do the intermittent fasting thing. But I still like breakfast. The one meal I do skip, typically, is dinner. Just because I eat so much during the day and afternoon. Like, my food tends to be like heavy in calories and nutrients and stuff like that, that I feel so stuffed by the end of the day, I just don't feel like eating dinner. Like, eating 3 meals a day is fine if you're very, very active. Or, yeah, if you're very, very active. Or if you have small meals throughout the day. I think that's probably the best time to do like the 3 meals thing. But if you're having like 3 big meals throughout the day, or maybe like a small meal and 2 big meals, I think that might be a lot of food for some people. For me, I can eat a lot of food, but it's like I'm also trying to be responsible about my eating, because if I eat too much, I get it turns into fat, and that's not a good thing. But I do like cooking, And so we're gonna try to do we're gonna try to do some breakfast cooking this time. Except we're gonna be doing it for dinner. Okay, here's the thing about breakfast, guys. Here's the thing about breakfast. Breakfast is whatever you want to be. You can eat cake for breakfast and it's still breakfast food. It's whatever you want to eat for breakfast. Heck, if we're just trying to justify not eating something as heavy in sugar and carbs for breakfast, I feel like cake is about as equivalent as pancakes. You know, a lot of people like pancakes for breakfast, pancakes with maple syrup or strawberry syrup or even chocolate. So it's like, what's the difference between that and a cake? As long as you have some tea, coffee, or milk with it, I think that's a pretty good breakfast food. Though a lot of sugar in the morning, I've found personally, is not exactly a good thing for your stomach. You need to eat something that's not quite as high in sugar in stomach, or at least for me anyway. This might just be me. But I find that if I eat something very high in sugar at the start of the day, I get the runs, and that is not good. That's not good, because if you get the runs, your body doesn't absorb all the nutrients that you just ate, and it just goes to waste. Like, literally just waste. Hey Bison, welcome. How's it going? I'm just talking about breakfast stuff. Do you typically eat breakfast? I know there's a lot of people that have varying degrees of breakfastness. Like even if you eat brunch, I guess we can call that we can call that breakfast. There's breakfast in the name, brunch and lunch. But yeah, speaking of which, let me show really quick the replies on Twitter. I tried to get a feel for what's that? That's wrong. What is this? That's wrong. I tried to get a feel for what people eat for breakfast, but it didn't seem like I got too many responses from it. Hold on, this is not it. That's not it. It's this one. It's this one. I don't eat breakfast as soon as I wake up. I wait a little bit in the day, maybe like 3 or 4 hours after I wake up, and then that's probably when I eat breakfast. But as far as people eating breakfast and stuff, let me just show you guys some responses on Twitter. Oh, wrong one to turn off. I need to move over here to the side. So here we got a few responses from people on Twitter, and this guy, he's got some toast, eggs, bacon. Apparently there was some yogurt on the side. I'm not sure what's in this, but I think it's coffee. It looks like coffee or some kind of milkshake. High protein, very high protein. Maybe about 24 grams of protein, including the yogurt total. If that's 2 eggs here, that's some bacon. Eggs, toast, juice. Nice. Welcome, Kathleen. Eggs, toast, and juice for breakfast. Sounds pretty good. Try to get breakfast while at work, but during I stay up late, so miss breakfast. Yeah, there's that also. Usually for me, I end up skipping breakfast a lot of times just because I do stay up kind of late, and when I wake up, I have to go to work like right away. On the weekends, it's easier for me to like eat a brunch, but not so much any other time. Here we got another reply. It says, sometimes it depends. Occasionally I'll eat absolutely not for breakfast anyway. So like if you're eating leftovers for breakfast, I think that's perfectly fine. Like I said before, whatever you eat for breakfast, that is breakfast food. So you could, like I said, a cake, to me, there's no difference between a cake and pancake with syrup for breakfast. It's like, they're both carby, they're both sugary. As long as you down that with some coffee, milk, or tea, I think you're good. But here it looks like we have some... Is this satay? Satay? I'm not quite sure what this is, but this looks... I would take this for breakfast food. You do need a little bit of rice, and it looks like there's a little bit of rice here on the side. Because if you just eat meat for breakfast without any carbs whatsoever, it just... To me, I feel it's a little bit too heavy, especially with all the grease and stuff. So you need some bread or rice to soak up that grease, and perfect. And a hot drink. Hot drink's nice. And it seems like over here we got someone who has the McDonald's breakfast menu. Egg Smart Big Breakfast. 2 pancakes, a bunch of toast, potatoes, and eggs, 4 eggs. Oh, that's a lot of eggs. 2 sausages, I think some bacon, and ham. Bacon and ham. It's like 2 cuts of the same meat, except done differently. Nah, I think ham's actually a different part, but to me they're essentially the same thing. Except ham's a little bit less fatty. Quite a lot less fatty. But yeah, that's pretty much what we got from Twitter here. So let's go ahead and get started. We're not gonna cook. Oh crap, that's the wrong one. We're not going to cook right away though. I want to show something really quick before we get started with cooking. So let me get the camera out. Yes. How big should I make this? I think this big's fine. And then shrink ourselves here. Where's my camera? That's not the one I want. There we go. I think I need to just move here to the side. Whoop, too far, and there we go. Alright, so the sound quality might be a little bit off, and I'm not going to be able to see chat really well because the kitchen setup for the stream is off the side of my table, and I'm going to be a little bit distracted looking at that, but I'm going to try to have the chat on another monitor here so I can see what you guys are saying. Let me get that up. Actually, I actually should have done this earlier. Let's see, I think it's over here. Yes, it's right here. There we go. Okay, let me show you really quick what I'm talking about. So, I got a new knife in this week. It is this Kyoku Santoku knife. I haven't opened it up yet because I didn't have anything that I wanted to use it on. So we're going to do a little knife unboxing first, and then we're going to try to see what we can use with it. But the food I'm cooking today is going to be a little bit different. I don't think there's much things I can use the knife on, because it's going to be... Let's see. It's interesting fact that the American bison actually has a third of a fat of a standard cow while having more protein. You know what? I can believe that because bison roam around a lot that probably aren't quite as... I don't know. I mean, I feel like bison are more muscly than your standard cattle, because the cattle, they're kind of, well, I don't know, they're kept in farms, right? They're meant to be fattened up and stuff, but bison, I don't think anyone keeps bisons on farm, and they're a little bit more free. Maybe I should move the camera set up a little bit. Otherwise, it looks like I'm sleeping all the time. And, well, that might be a bad thing. Let me see. So, how's your guys' weekend so far? Hopefully you guys are doing well. We got Thanksgiving coming up in the States soon. Quite soon. Yeah, there we go. Just setting up the camera in front of me so we can see it. Alright, so I haven't opened this up yet. This is a knife that I just got recently. So let me just open that up. So there's a plastic film around this thing. And it's not a very expensive knife. It's like it's a $40 knife. It's a $40 knife, but I think it should be able to replace the knives I have quite well. The reason why I even got a new knife is because I have some knives I've been using, and they are, let's just say, really hard to sharpen. And this one's also really hard to open. How do I open this thing? Ah, there we go. Ooh, we got a bunch of fancy stuff. What is this? What is this? What is this? Oh, it looks like a knife guard, or at least a sheath. Ultimate in kitchen knives. Okay, so there's a mini catalog. I'm not gonna look through that. Thank you for shopping knives. Okay. I don't think there's any care notes here, as far as I could tell. So this is a Santoku knife made with 440C steel, I believe. Now apparently there's like different grades of steels that people use for knives. 440C is one, VG10 is another. I think VG10 is the super expensive steel that a lot of people like to use in their knives because it is very sharp. This one though, there might not be a Damascus pattern on this, but it works well for my purposes, and I probably should adjust the thing for that. So let me just show you that knife really quick. So we got, let me see. So Santoku knives supposedly have a single bevel. I'm trying to find the bevel here. Compared to a chef knife apparently, which has two bevels. I was looking this stuff up. I cannot darnly see it. Can you guys see it? I can't see the bevel. I cannot see the bevel. But we're gonna do a sharpness test here before we use it, because that's what you need to do with your knife to see if you have to sharpen this anymore. There were some reviews saying that this has to be sharpened a little bit because it's not sharp enough for them. But before we do that, I want to show you some of the other knives I have that I'm replacing. So this is my regular Santoku knife. And apparently I had a smaller one that I don't really use. It was in the back of the drawers so I don't really use that thing. We have this, I guess this is chef knives, or maybe a Gyuto style knife. Don't know why it's colored blue. Apparently it came from an infomercial. That's probably why it's blue. And then this thing, can't really see it. But there's this thing, which cleaver that I probably should use a little bit more often on meats and stuff. I usually use this on pizza, if you can believe that. I use this on pizza because I don't really have a pizza slicer. So this is my pizza knife slash bread knife. It works really well for it. I'm gonna keep this one because I don't need that to be sharp. I don't need it to be weighty. This is kind of sort of sharp, but if we do the paper test, let me see if we can show you that. I tried to sharpen this before. It doesn't really do a very good job. It's kind of sort of decent, but it's really hard to sharpen. Like the stainless steel stuff, from what I've gathered, is hard to sharpen, though I did a somewhat okay job, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm just holding that wrong, but that's that test. Let's try this one. The small Santoku knife. I also tried to sharpen this before. That is... Maybe I'm doing this right. Hold on, let me try this doing that one. Right, it's kind of hard to get this on camera. Yeah. That's not... Let's try this one. The bigger one. Get another piece of paper. Holy crap, that is dull AF. And I know I sharpened this, or at least tried to. Let's see. Let's see. Bison and cows, technically a part of bovine family. Majority of modern bison are part cow. But this is done to bring the bison numbers back and hopefully remove the cow DNA to some other point in time. Okay, so those are the knives I have. Not very sharp, or maybe I'm just using them wrong. But let's try using the new knife here. Really quick. Ooh, I was definitely holding that wrong before. But the sharpness here, let me see. Oh my gosh. You see that? I think I was holding the knife wrong before, so let me see if we get the same result on the other ones. But that is a nice clean cut with the new knife. This is the long Santoku knife that I was using earlier. Definitely didn't cut very deep. Let's try this again with a short one. I mean, it kind of sort of does the job, but you have to like do it several times. Kind of sort of does the job. But I don't know when I'd use the actual short knife anyway, so might donate those. I'm just testing my knife sharpness at this point, just to see. Ooh, okay. Okay. You still got some edge on you. That's nice. Still got some edge on you. That's some nice damage on the paper right there. Let me try the new knife again. That's a bad cut. Okay. So, according to the paper test, my two good knives are this one and this one. Now, we also have my super special knife that I don't use very often. This is the Japanese carbon steel knife that I got on my last trip of Japan. This one doesn't even catch. This blade doesn't even catch on the paper. You see that? Oh my gosh, it's so smooth! So smooth. This is very, very good. I think this one could use a little bit of sharpening, but we're gonna do a separate sharpening stream for that. We're not doing it today because that is a decently lengthy process, even though, you know, technically 15 minutes is not that long, but it's still a decently lengthy process to go through. So we're not doing that today. I'm gonna try this out. This is gonna go back in the box. Something surprising is that Japan still has door-to-door salesmen. Yes, they do. Actually, no, I haven't seen them. But there's a lot of scammers out there that try to do that. Anyway, I think I'm still going to donate this away. Just because I do have my good knife here that I probably should be using a bit more. So this probably, all this one's going to be given away. This is going to be given away. This is going to be given away. But this one, I think I might do a sharpening stream at some point just to see if I can sharpen this a little bit better. But this is not bad coming out of the box. Definitely not the sharpest knife out of the box, but still pretty darn good. We're gonna give that a try. So, what's on the menu for today? What is on the menu today? So, for breakfast today, we're actually going to be doing... I wanted to do a Filipino style breakfast today. So there's quite a few different ways you can do Filipino breakfast. But I think the staple for Filipino breakfast is a garlic fried rice, some kind of meat, and eggs. So Would I be interested in having a bone knife? I don't even know what a bone knife looks like, but yeah, that'd be interesting. I would like to know where I can get a bone knife. That'd be pretty interesting. So for a typical Filipino breakfast, like I said, we have garlic fried rice, a meat, and eggs. So we're gonna start with the meat on this one. So I'm gonna have to arrange this a little bit. Hold on. I think I'm gonna have to change out the camera a little bit also. I got everything here ready. It's just not connected. Oh. Okay. Ooh. Mukbang time. I mean, like it's technically not a mukbang, but it may become one by the end of this thing, depending on how we do this. Ah, my feet though. Okay, I probably should have heated the pan up a little bit, but for this one, we're not gonna heat the pan up too much. Let me see, is the camera good on this one? I think should be okay. I think I need to darken that a little bit. All right. Okay, so what I have here is a flat iron grill. Not grill, just a flat iron pan that I used to use quite a bit for making some cooking videos back in the day. I don't do cooking videos as much as I want to these days. I just don't really have the capacity to do it one way or another. But while we're waiting for that to heat up, let's see, how high should I get this? I'm not really quite sure how high I should get this. But I think 180 Celsius degrees is good enough. But anyway, let me just show you the meats we are going to be working with. So what I have here, oh crap, I need to adjust. Let's do this. Okay, this is a good bet. This is a good one. Okay, so what I have here is a Filipino sausage. We call this Longanisa. This is a sweet one. It can also come in spicy, but basically there's a bunch of different ways this can be made depending on the region. And this one, since you can't really get this, you can't really ship this from the Philippines to anywhere because shipping meat is not a good thing, apparently, according to international trade rules. This is from California, Californian pork. So Longanisa, I think, typically uses pork, though there are some places that use beef with people who cannot eat pork, because there are places to do that. I think chicken's also, I think there's a chicken version too, so there might be a chicken Longanisa. But anyway, looks like this. Probably uses actual pig casing, and typically has ground pork, sugar, spices, and lots of garlic. So if you don't like garlic, you may not like this, but if you don't like garlic, what the heck are you doing here? But this is like a staple Filipino breakfast food, and I don't think I usually see this outside of breakfast. It's usually eaten for breakfast only. Another meat that usually gets eaten for breakfast is spam and corned beef. Like this is a corned beef that it's just a store brand corned beef, and you know there's no real special thing about corned beef in the Philippines. But I think what I found out was that there's two different versions of corned beef. The corned beef you see in the deli, which is sliced beef. I don't know what makes it corned though, but in this case, corned beef. When we speak about corned beef, we're talking about corned beef hash. So it's going to be the stringy kind of corned beef, and that's actually really good when you mix a little bit of onion, garlic, and some people use tomatoes. I'm gonna try to use tomatoes here if we do get to this, but I'm gonna be mainly focusing on this one, the Longanisa. And usually, so there's actually the main way this is supposed to be cooked is you're supposed to boil this first before you put it on the pan, but growing up, I don't think I've actually seen that happen. So instead, I'm just gonna go ahead and put this into the pan after we open this. Which, let me use one of the other knives to open this because I forgot to get my scissors. We're just gonna plop this straight onto the heat and cook it that way. Except there's not much heat here. I don't know how you guys cook your meats, but typically you don't really need a whole lot of oil because any fats that's coming from the meat itself will help cook it. Where is my sticks? Okay. Alright, so typically how long you cook this boiled is like 20 minutes, I think. And I think I may actually boil it a little bit just so we can do this semi-properly. There we go. Just a little bit of water, you don't need a whole lot, just enough to steam the darn thing. And you know what, I'm gonna punch that temperature all the way high. And yeah, we're just gonna talk breakfast food right now because it's gonna take a little while. Cooking takes a while, especially if I was cooking properly. Like if I was cooking properly, I'd be doing slow cooking all day, and we would be here for hours. Because slow cooked food is the best kind of food. Fight me, fight me. Fast food is fine if you have all the ingredients ready, but sometimes the thing about fast food for me is it gets overcooked like super quickly. Though I guess for burgers you don't need too much time to cook them, but for like other stuff it might not work so well. Slow cook, slow and slow, except we're gonna speed up the process here a little bit. I need this to get to a boil and then put it down to a simmer. Let me also turn off the noise filter so you can get some cooking sounds. I hope the cooking sounds come through. Be a shame if they don't. Is it coming through? I don't know. Can you hear that boiling? Can you hear the pot? Hey Nutcase, how's it going? We are cooking longanisa right now. I was mentioning earlier that there's several so a typical Filipino breakfast. We're doing Filipino breakfast food today. Originally it was supposed to be a pancake stream, but it's like I got a new knife, and if you want to see the knives, you can rewind back on the stream a little bit. Made tea again, and here now watching food being made. Yeah, so I kind of just wanted this to be mainly a food cooking ASMR thing, though. if I'm commentating too much, I don't know how well that's gonna work. But anyway, Filipino food, really quick again. Usually you have garlic fried rice, eggs, usually sunny side up, like can be made any different ways, and then some kind of meat. Usually the meat is corned beef hash, longanisa, which we have here, a sweet longanisa, or spam, or yeah, I think those are the main ones. Those are the main ones. Especially longanisa. That's like a staple Filipino breakfast food. Like the U.S. and the West has their small ass, the small ass wrinkly pork sausage. We have this very plump pork filled with spices and a bunch of garlic. Pork filled with a bunch of garlic. Oh my gosh, I can smell the garlic right now. Oh crap, I should have set the timer. How long have I been cooking this? How long have I been cooking this? Because this is supposed to cook for 20 minutes in the water. And then fried a little bit after this so that the outside is crispy. Technically, I probably should have had this with a little bit more water, but we're gonna deal with it for now. Yeah, we're gonna do garlic fried rice last. I probably should have done it first considering what's going on here, but I want to at least try to capture some of this flavor in the garlic fried rice as I cook it. That's the theory, but I don't know if that's gonna work as well as I think it is. But yeah, Nutcase, since you or anyone in chat right now, if you've answered this already, you don't have to answer it again. But if you haven't answered yet, do you eat breakfast? Do you have a favorite breakfast food? I would like to know. I would like to know. But in any case, I'm gonna try not to talk too much and just let the cooking ASMR come through. Let me know if you can hear it, because that is... Can you hear the boiling water? Let me know. Like, I think I would make a really bad cooking show host, because I just like listening the food cook. While some people talk all the time. But I just like to appreciate this sounds of cooking. Just the sounds of cooking. I wish I could also give you the smells of cooking, but that's not exactly possible right now. Mostly coffee and a little something. That's fair. That's fair. I know quite a few people that don't eat breakfast because either they don't have time to or just typically skip it to begin with. Brunch is probably a little bit easier for most people. I'm more of a brunch person, I guess. Though if I can eat if I can eat breakfast or somebody offers me breakfast, I'm not going to refuse. The meal I typically skip is dinner because I'm usually stuffed from everything else I eat that day. That there's no reason for me to eat anymore. Man. Okay, I don't know how long this has been cooking for, but I need this to at least change color a little bit. And then maybe cook it further. When it's a little frying. Yeah, please let me know if you can hear that. The boiling, simmering is quite low. Quite low. I think what I'll do is cook the garlic fried rice after this and then do the eggs after the garlic fried rice. Nice. I think that'd be a good order. Garlic fried rice after this and then the eggs. And then if we have time, maybe I'll do pancakes. We'll see. It depends if we have time or not. Pancakes don't take long, but everything else might take a little while. Also cooking this on high to speed up the process a little bit. The fat won't render very as well, but I think for the purposes of what we're doing right now, should be okay. Should be okay. I know there's like a huge empty space here that I could probably put some eggs in, but it's like, if I try to cook eggs right now, I don't think it will work very well. Also, I'm trying to find where my equipment is. Okay, got my container for the longanisa once we're ready to cut that up. Now, as you can see on the side over here on this side where my chopsticks are pointing, those marks, I think that is sugar. I've never actually been able to figure out what it is, but it might be sugar or something else leaking out from the longanisa. And that's normal. Also, you might see the water is dyed a little bit red. That's also normal. Apparently there's some food coloring in the sausage. That's just kind of how this goes. That's just kind of how it goes. Let me see. What's the ingredients in this particular brand? Because usually when you have longanisa in the Philippines, there's no packaging because you get that straight from the market. So there's pork, sugar, water, salt, granulated garlic, beet powder. Oh, that's beet. Worcestershire sauce. All the stuff in the Worcestershire sauce. Tamarind extract or tamarind. Chili pepper. Okay. MSG, there's MSG here. Black pepper, soy sauce. All the nitrates for preservation. Okay, so that's beet powder. The redness, so it's not actually food coloring. Good to know. Some people are sensitive about the food coloring stuff, but you know what, I don't think it's that big of a deal, if I'm being totally honest. Okay, I think that step 1 is done for this cooking, the boiling part. So I'm going to take this out really quick, clean the pan off, and then we're going to do the finishing part for this sausage, which it gets fried a little bit. So it's boiled and then fried. Let me clean this off. Woo! Okay, that just was the mic. Okay, so that is sugar. It melted into the water pretty nicely. Okay, I need to figure out where to dump this thing off. I didn't think that far ahead. Unscratched pan? What are you talking about? This is mainly a soup pan. Of course it's going to be unscratched to a degree. I'm cleaning this pan off for the next part of the cooking though. By the way, this is super hot right now. Super hot. That's super hot. Okay, step 2, where is my oil? Where is my oil? Ah, right here. Okay, we gotta heat up a little bit of oil. I don't want the heat too high though. While that's going, I'm gonna switch to the side over here. Actually, no. How should I do this? I need to cut the sausages, but I think a scissor might be better in this case. I'm gonna go grab my scissors. I didn't bring it. Oh! Advise fill with water and let the water both boil inside of it until you can see the glued food, easy to remove. That's what I did. That's what I did. And the glue is technically sugar. It's just, you know, once sugar gets heated up, it tends to stick to the pan, and that's not good. And as you can see here, the oil is kind of going to the sides of the pan because it is a curved pan. I don't have a flat pan. I think I need to get a induction cooktop because this is too curved. That's not going to be good for anything but a stew and some meat grilling. At least that's typically what it is for. Anyway, here's the sausages, the longanisa. I'm basically just going to cut the links off here. Probably don't need to do this, but I'm going to anyway. Like, just go in there, cut that. Cut that. And then now we have separate sausages. You don't really need to use a knife for that one, though you could if you want to. Toscanas? No, I don't know what Toscanas are. But this is a Philippine sausage called Longanisa. Longanisa is typically pork, a lot of garlic, and sugar and spices. But garlic and pork are the two main ingredients you will see in a lot of longanisas. The more garlic, typically, the better. It's like, I think this was a meat preservation method before or something, I don't know. But it's stuck and it's tasty, so why not? Alright, let me see if this is hot enough. Cow pepper, lots of pepper. No, this is pork. This is pork. Let me test one to see how hot the pan is. Okay, that is not enough to fry anything. Gosh darn cooking shows. Can they not do anything right? But hey, Doobie, do you eat breakfast? I don't remember if you said anything. Do you eat breakfast or brunch or anything like that? If you do, what do you like to get? Cow pepper, lots of pepper. Okay, so I guess the difference between this and Toscanas are the garlic and the pork. Two huge differences. I wish I can get that oil to the middle, because that's going to be a little annoying. Oh, while that's going, I do need to prep something. Let's get my workspace here is very tight. It's a very tight workspace, but let me see if I can do something here. I'm going to put that to the side and get some garlic going. Almost forgot about that. So I'm going to prep some garlic for the garlic fried rice. Set that pan aside for now. Camera is going to have to Probably be here, maybe. Where's my thing? Okay. Alright, so I might as well get the garlic ready for the garlic fried rice. We're going to be doing garlic fried rice as well as... Let me adjust that. I'm going to be doing garlic fried rice, the longanisa. We're going to fry that a little bit, as well as some eggs. Now, typically when I use garlic in this channel for cooking, I use like the whole bowl, but for this garlic fried rice, we don't need that much. We're just going to use half. So, half a garlic is plenty for this one. There we go. That should be good enough. Put the rest of the garlic back because I'm not going to need that. Use all the garlic. That's really tempting. That's really tempting. You know what? Let's go for it. I have like 3 other whole bulbs. Let's use all the garlic then. In that case, I don't need to do that. Wait from above. Okay, that didn't work too well. Okay, gonna smash these open first. I don't know how you guys peel your garlics, but I typically smash them. Ooh, I usually smash them open to get the peels off quickly. Okay. Alright, time to shell this and then we'll chop them up. So typically when I do garlic anything, I don't tend to chop it up because I don't feel like it's needed. But for the garlic fried rice, you do want this to be not necessarily minced, just roughly chopped is enough. There's no reason to mince it. In my mind, there's no reason to mince it. Though some people may do that. And you can criticize me on my knife skills once I get to chopping. I just kind of do it my own way. I don't think I've ever been taught how to properly do it or practice how to properly do it, but yeah, as long as it cuts and I don't hurt myself, I think we're good. It matters what you're making, yeah. It really does. A lot of times chopped garlic is, I think, the norm. A press, so you just do it with that. I mean, I guess you could. I think there's an argument for not using garlic press though, because it releases too much garlic juice. I've never used a garlic press myself, so I can't say if that's the case or not. I usually do what you just see me do, like punch it down with a knife to press the garlic. I don't know what an actual garlic press would do though. Also, a garlic press is one of those things that only has one function. So it's like, Do I really want to do this? I don't know. I mean, like, do I really want a garlic press just for one function? I guess you can say I subscribe to the Alton Brown school of tools must have multiple purposes if you're going to have them in the kitchen. Otherwise, why have them at all? Because it's just taking up space. But if it makes doing certain things easier, there's definitely an argument for that. Have you ever tried uramaki? Temakis without algae taste much better. Tried hot rolls and it's like an Americanized version of temakis. I don't even know what temaki is. I don't know what a temaki is, so I can't say I have. So much garlic chopping. Can't do that. I suppose so. I suppose so. Is temaki like the sushi rolls? Is that what it is? Okay. It's really hard to do this. It's really hard to do this kneeling down. If I was in the kitchen, this would be a lot easier. Okay, sushi rolls. All right, let me see. So I'm just gonna be roughly chopping this. I never said I had knife skills. All I've probably mentioned is I can cook. Knife skills I do not have. But I admire knives. Also, the different sizes of garlic I think would be really good. Garlic pasta, easy and quick. I mean, I suppose that works. I'm not really trying to mince this, just get them small enough. I think that's good enough for now. So we're going to set that aside. I'm going to set that aside, and we're going to do the longanisa first and then do the garlic fried rice afterwards to mop up all that stuff. Okay, come back. You should be heated enough by now. And the plug was off. Oh, are you hot still? Are you hot? The cord for the pan was disconnected, so I don't know if this heated at all. Crap. Is this good enough? Please tell me this is hot enough. It did not heat because I was stupid. Okay. Why am I using a lab coat to cook? Why wouldn't I use a lab coat to cook? Tell me, why? Why? An apron is just another form of a lab coat. There's also lab aprons, but I'm using a lab coat to cook. It's why wouldn't I be using it? It's not white. Do you see this? There's a little bit of stain here. Also, I think there's some blood stains here from when I was cooking with blood before. Hold on, I need to wash my fingers really quick. They're really sticky from the garlic. So be right back. Okay. Yeah, I think I screwed this up because the thing disconnected. Now it's not hot enough to fry anything. There's a little sizzle, not much though. There we go. I need more heat on this oil. What if I... It's at 140 right now. What if I bump it up to 200 to heat the oil up a little bit quicker? Not gonna lie, it's a little bit tough cooking with a low table. Much easier in a kitchen. Much easier in a kitchen. Wow. Huh, weird. The camera shows one thing. The feed shows another. What is actually the real thing I'm seeing? I'm not sure. Oh, sorry. Just need to adjust one of the cameras really quick. There we go. Oh, I think it's getting hotter. Why do you use garlic cream, by the way, Doobie? I don't think I've ever heard of garlic... Well, I have heard of garlic cream, never mind. I've never actually used garlic cream for anything. I don't cook enough pasta to consider it. So why the garlic cream? Look at you advanced ones, look at Monkey Mommy Doobie. Using actual fire to cook, if you did it, it would be done by now. Yeah, rice cookers are nice. The thing is, I can't exactly have fires inside my apartment, so I can't do that. Also, all the cooking implements here are electric, so it's like, I would rather not try to get into an accident if I can while cooking, especially cooking on stream. If it was just me cooking, it wouldn't be such a big issue. But when you're streaming, your attention is divided into multiple spots. So it's like, I need to be a bit careful, so electric is better in this case. I really do need to get an induction cooktop, because this curved pan is not so good for this kind of cooking I'm doing. I need a flat pan, but this is not flat. You see that? You see that? It rolls. We need a flat pan for this one. Garlic cream is faster to spread and fry. Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, I think that's hot enough. I'm going to toss the rest of this in here to cook. And all I'm looking for at this point is just some browning on the outside. That's really it. As long as we get some nice char on this sausage, the longanisa, that's good enough for this part. Because it should be mostly cooked by now. We're just adding a little bit of character to the meat. A little bit of character to the meat. I'm going to keep moving it. And after this, we do the garlic fried rice, and then after that, the eggs for the typical Filipino breakfast anyway. And if we have time, we'll do pancakes. because this was originally supposed to be a pancake stream, not necessarily just a breakfast stream. Because I wanted to show different kinds of pancakes. I don't know if we'll be able to get to that point though. See the nice color we're getting now? See that nice color? I'm gonna gather it up on this side so you can see it. See that? Very nice. How do I do my eggs? How do you do your eggs? I was gonna make a dirty joke out of that, but I'm not going to. I don't think I want. Let's see. Typically, I like my eggs scrambled, omelette, those kinds of things. I'm not much of a sunny side up person or a over easy, though you do see it a lot, just because the yolk is quite nice to spread all over the rice, so that's why you see it a lot. But I'm more of a scrambled egg person. That's how you're supposed to do fried rice. You're supposed to have already cooked rice for fried rice. You don't start it from raw rice. Also, the best fried rice to use is stale rice, like the one that's been sitting in your fridge for a while. I mean, I don't know how particular some people are with fried rice, but I am not that particular. Because I know there are some people that want their fried rice kernels and pieces to be very separated from each other, which is probably the ideal fried rice, but I'm not too particular about that. I appreciate it, I'm just not particular about it. Sometimes my fried rice ends up being mushy, for whatever reason. I don't know why. Okay. And I'm getting some nice color here. I just wanted to darken a little bit before taking it off, because I'm not confident I actually boiled these things long enough during the boiling portion, so I at least want to fry them a little bit longer to make sure that they're properly cooked. Are you guys eating anything right now? Because once we put this together, it's gonna be super good, and you're probably gonna be hungry. And while I'm eating, I'm not gonna be sharing. Typically, I share my food with the chat, but not today. This is mine. Though you can have a taste. You can have a taste if you want to, but for the most part, it's mine. I think this is done. I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes though. Ah, my knees! Ah! Drinking tea and had a mochi donut right before starting to watch. Good call. That way you don't get hungry when I start cooking. Very good call. Ooh. This is hard on the knees. I really want to cook properly in the kitchen, or at least maybe get a higher table for doing cooking streams inside my bedroom. But the light quality, the sound quality, not as good as in the kitchen as it is in the bedroom. And right now, it might be a little bit weird. The sound quality might be a little bit weird because the microphone is on the side. I also have the noise filter off so you can hear all the cooking sounds. Ooh. Boxing fasting, so all I had was dinner was a banana. I haven't had a banana in forever. I've not had a banana in forever. Okay, I think these are done. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these out and put them in the... Crap. That's not where you go. That's why we have chopsticks, so we can easily pick you up and put you away. If I can pick you up, they're a little slippery once with the oil, you understand. Opa. Quite plump and bouncy right now too. It's gonna be super good once we get down into it. Okay, that's gonna be set to the side. Let's get the garlic in here. So garlic fried rice is super simple. You only need 2 ingredients, garlic and rice. And oil to fry the garlic, but other than that. I'm going to be frying on a low heat because I don't want to burn this too quickly. Let's see. Once I see that it fried nicely, I drop 2 eggs on top of it, add pepper. And once I add them, I let them fry along with the fried rice so the fry becomes yellow. Okay. Yeah, in this recipe we separate all the ingredients out. Just because it's kind of like an assembly type of style of ingredients. Like not everyone wants the eggs mixed into the rice, and there is also a thing where people want their eggs differently. So sunny side up, scrambled, that kind of thing. And increase the heat a little bit because I think it's a little low. And for anyone curious about what kind of oil I'm using sesame oil. It's what I have on hand, so sesame oil it is. I think you can use just regular olive oil and it'll work just fine. But sesame oil, I feel like it has a little bit more flavor to it. That's why I like using it as much as possible. But also sesame oil gives me a headache after a little while from eating it. So it's like, is it worth it? I don't know. But I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. So the goal here is just to get the garlic fried a little bit. I don't want it to like be too burnt because we're going to be mixing this with the rice. Well, certain oils have a different flavor to them. Like olive oil, I think is more on the neutral side, though it can taste a little bit rich, I think. Sesame oil definitely has quite a taste to it and fragrance. I think it's mainly the fragrance with sesame oil that a lot of people like. And you get a little bit of sesame flavor also with it when you actually eat it. But if you want actual sesame flavor, I think stick with the ground up sesame seeds instead, might be better. Black sesame mochi donut, which more places made things with that flavor. You know, when I was in Japan, I saw black sesame flavor everywhere. Like, it's more common than the normal sesame flavor, which is like, it's just kind of a thing over there. Around here, though, you don't see it as much. You see normal sesame, which is fine, but to me, normal sesame is is more of a soup a soup and stew kind of ingredient. Not necessarily normal for desserts, though. I mean, if you do buchi, you get normal sesame seeds. But black sesame seeds on buchi is probably better. I don't know if that it makes that much of a difference, but I think black sesame has a bit richer flavor, maybe. I feel like black sesame has a slightly richer flavor. I haven't had buchi in a while. But then again, I'm not a huge fan of buchi either. Maybe it's because, I don't know. I don't know why. I should try it again sometime. Doom. Is this garlic fried enough? No, you're not. Buchi? What's buchi? Do you know those sesame ball desserts? Let me see if I can find a picture of it. Ah, my niece! Oh. Is the heat at the lowest? This is at 160. This is at 160 so I don't burn it too quickly, but let me see. So that's buchi. It's this ball. It's a deep fried ball with some kind of pasty filling inside, and the outside usually has like sesame seeds. And if I had to describe the texture of it, it's kind of mochi. It's like deep fried mochi donuts. That's pretty much what it is. I think it's made with rice. It should be because it's a little bit on the sticky side. Okay, I just found a hack on how to cook here. I have my chair and I'm sitting on it while cooking. Why didn't I do this sooner? It would have saved my knees. Okay, that's a nice color on the garlic. I'm gonna go ahead and put the rice in. I have some old rice from the fridge. All I did earlier was heat it up a little bit. I'm just gonna dump all the rice in. And I also increase the heat a little bit because I think 160 is too low. I need to up it to 200. This is in Celsius, by the way. Gonna bump it up to 200 Celsius. There's no medium, low, or high on this pan. It's just temperatures, and I don't know how that translates to actual electric energy or fire energy. Dish bonking ASMR? Yeah, that's my favorite type of ASMR. Dish bonking, knife sharpening, vegetable cutting, meat slicing, frying. Let me get you some frying sounds here. I'm gonna let that sit. I need another container pan for the, what do you call this, to put the rice in after we're done here. Be right back. 375 Celsius. Are you sure about that? Because that sounds really high. This pan can only go up to 250 Celsius, 480 degrees Fahrenheit. So 375 Celsius sounds really high. Like I'm up at 200 right now. I could bump it up to 250, which I may. Because, I mean, to be honest, this pan is not meant for frying. It's meant for hot pot. It's made for hot pot. It's meant for hot pot. It's meant for some, maybe some grilling, like meat grilling, but not necessarily frying in this case. But all I'm doing right now is making sure that the rice is separated decently. Like, I know some people are particular about that, so I'm just trying to separate the rice as much as possible. It's not going to be like super fried rice, but it should be heated enough. Crack an egg in the rice, not this style. Not this style. If we were making Chinese fried rice, yes. But we're not making Chinese fried rice. You don't put egg in garlic rice. I might do a little bit of salt and I might do a little bit of pepper, but egg is not part of garlic rice. Speaking of salt and pepper, let's get some salt in here. I'm going to be using the fancy pink salt because I have way too much of it and I need to use it up. Fancy pink salt. Just a little bit. And a little bit of pepper. I don't have black pepper, I have white pepper. I definitely like white pepper a lot more than black pepper. I feel like white pepper has a little bit more flavor. You know, good call on using the entire thing of garlic. I think it works very well with this amount of rice. If I just use half a garlic, it might have been too little. It might have been too little. Green pepper? I don't know if there's ground green pepper, but white pepper is typically what they have in the Asian not grocery stores, but it is there too. But the white pepper is typically what you would find in the Chinese restaurants anyway, and you use that a lot in everything. They don't have black pepper, they have white pepper. It's definitely a lot more peppery, for lack of a better word. It has a lot more pepper flavor. So yeah, thank you for suggesting to use the entire garlic bulb. That was a good call. It also looks nice here. Like I don't know if you can see the garlic. I don't know if you can see it. but it looks nice. We're getting the ultra zoom on that garlic rice. Do you think it's done? Do you think it's done? Green pepper is crystal lemon and pepper, made to give things a bit more bitter taste. Oh, I've never seen it before. I've never seen that before. I think the closest thing I've seen to that might have been tahin. I think tahin powder, which is from Mexico, which is salt, red chili powder, and lime. But you can't taste the salt. You can't really taste the red chili powder either. You taste the lime. That's the first thing you taste. Garlic is still white, so not yet. Okay. Okay. I don't think it'll hurt letting it go here for a little bit longer anyway. So for the people who eat rice, how do you like your rice typically? Do you like it white? Do you like white rice, brown rice? Do you like it fried? Do you like it in mochi? Do you like it in onigiri? Do you like it in sushi? What kind of rice do you typically like? How do you like it? I'm more of a normal white rice person. Brown rice is a little bit too heavy for me. I know it's supposedly healthier, but I mean with all that fiber in there. But I'd rather get my fiber elsewhere. I want my rice to be as pleasantly easy to eat as possible. I think the garlic is getting there though. It's getting there. Yellow seasoning? What's yellow seasoning? I haven't heard that before. You mean turmeric? Turmeric or ginger? What's yellow seasoning? Okay, I think this is about there. The rice is getting a little bit too black for my taste. At least whenever I cook it. Alright. And get that into the bowl. I think this is a bad camera angle. I need to put it somewhere else next time. Yeah, the garlic is getting a little bit too black for my taste. Saffron! Holy crap, that's expensive. I tried saffron a couple of times before to use for paella, but I can't even tell what saffron tastes like. It tastes like nothing to me. As far as coloring also, it doesn't look like it does anything. And it's super expensive for what it does. Okay, I need to put the rest of this in here somehow. Hot, 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 hot. Woo! Okay, here's our fried rice. We're gonna do the eggs next. I think I'm gonna do the eggs sunny side up for this one. Just because that's the classic way to have it in this breakfast setting. So we're gonna do sunny side up for the eggs. So let's heat up a little bit more oil. Let's see. That's the only way you've seen rice turn yellow is with saffron. Expensive, a full bowl full of saffron is the price of a cheap beverage you get on a hot day. Saffron only tastes where you put it. It alone has no taste. Pure saffron is costly. Ah, okay. Well, I don't know if I should be revealing where people in my chat are from, though I guess it wouldn't be the first time I've done it. Yeah, you see this? The oil is on the sides. That's gonna make it really hard for me to fry with. I need a flatter pan next time. There is a way for me to deal with this, though I need the oil to heat up a bit more. Okay, I am gonna do a hack here, but I don't know how well this is gonna work on this pan. So if you find oil is like going to the sides, I think the best way to deal with it is to just rub the oil all around. You're gonna lose some of it to the towel or paper towel you're using in this case, but I think this is the better way to oil a pan if you can't do it any other way. Like, I don't see an alternative to this. Okay, let me see then. Let's get a little close up on the egg frying bit that we're gonna do here. Yeah, saffron is fairly expensive for other places of the world. It was expensive back in colonial days. It's still expensive in modern times. So, okay, egg. Let me see if I can do this right. I'm gonna do 2 eggs. That's gonna be hard to take out. I need to get a spatula because the thing I have right now may not work too well. Oh, you know what? Let's try it. Let's give it a try. Turmeric is not so expensive, but also not so common. But saffron definitely is expensive. $18. I thought saffron was closer to the $30 range for some reason. Okay. Oh, we've only got an hour and a half. I feel like I could make pancakes if I really wanted to. Should we do pancakes after this? At least after after getting the main breakfast portion out of the way? Because I kind of want to... Why do you keep disconnecting? There we go. Turmeric is a perfect substitute, actually nearly the same taste due to the ginger flavoring. I see. Okay, so I think we'll do 1 egg over easy, and another one sunny side up. Let's do the small one as over easy. I think over easy is flipped, right? Ah, this definitely is easier with a flatter pan. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and get, the plate ready. I also need a spoon because I didn't bring a freaking spoon. Alright, rice. While this is finishing up cooking, let's get some rice in this plate. Oh, that's a little zoomed out. I think that's a decent amount of rice. Yeah, decent amount of rice. I don't typically eat a whole lot of rice, guys. Like, I don't know how some people are, but this is my typical daily amount of rice that I eat. For one serving, about 150 grams. That's just how I like it. Let me see how that egg is going right now. Okay, I think this one is done. This one looks a little raw, to be honest, but I think this is okay. It might need a little bit longer. I think it might need a little bit longer. How's the sunny side up look, guys? How's the sunny side up look? Should that go a little bit longer, or you think it's done? Because I'm afraid the bottom's going to scorch. I don't want that. Okay, we'll take this out then. I'm gonna break this, I just know it. I don't want to break the yolk yet. Okay. Oh, I need to move some stuff around. Hold on. If I break the yolk, I gotta do 10 push-ups? Oh no. Working out while doing the stream. And this is not a workout stream, by the way. Okay. So, let's move that over here. Okay, so we got garlic fried rice, 2 eggs. This dish typically only has 1 egg, but I got 2 eggs out because I was thinking I was going to do scrambled eggs, but sunny side up or over easy is definitely the classic way to do this, so that's what we're doing. And then we have not 2, but 3 longanisas. That is your typical Filipino breakfast as far as this is concerned. So one of the many typical Filipino breakfasts there is, so this is called a tapsilog. Tapa, not taps, no, so not tapsilog, logsilog. Longanisa, the log, itlog, egg, silog, the garlic fried rice. So garlic fried rice is a key. So there's tapsilog, tapa, egg and fried rice, log silog, longanisa, egg and fried rice, and then you have spam silog, and also corned beef silog. I don't even know what you would call that, but tap silog, log silog, something log. This is our garlic fried rice with longanisa. Let me just show you really quick. This would be your lunch. Usual breakfast has more baked stuff. Yeah, this is the typical breakfast stuff. Also for breakfast, some people have a bread called what do you call this? A bread called, the word escapes me. Pan de sal. Pan de sal, the typical Filipino bread. We don't have it today because I kind of want to do a... Well, I can't show it on stream. It would... I can't make one really well, and there's no good place here that has it. But pan de sal, despite the name, is actually not salty. It's more of... It's not really a sweet bread either. It's a slightly sweet bread, but not very sweet. It's also dusted with breadcrumbs. Typical Filipino bread with breadcrumbs on top. A lot of people would eat it with meat, corned beef, or spam. Some eat it alone, some with cheese. Some make it a sandwich with cheese, corned beef, spam. Or condensed milk is another one. Condensed milk with the pan de sal. So, also a lot of people eat dried fish for the morning. Like dried fish is a thing with rice. But the thing with the dried fish is I'm not a fan of dried fish. I need to like soak it in vinegar. Oh, also fried fish. Fried fish in the morning is also a thing. Like I'm not sure how many people eat fried fish in the morning in other places in the world, but we do here. Let me just show you the inside of this longanisa really quick before we get into it. So this is the inside of a longanisa. It is pork ground up. You see some fat in there. You don't really see any garlic. The garlic is probably infused in this entire thing. This is a sweet version, so there's going to be a sweeter flavor. Get a little rice with that. If you don't have utensils, we also use hands. I'm not good with eating with my hands though, so we're going to use it for this. But here is longanisa with rice, garlic fried rice. Let's give it a try. Let me give you guys your share too, by the way, since you've been so patient with me with the cooking. Here's your guys' share. There we go. A little cold because it was sitting out for a little bit. I think I could have boiled and then fried the longanisa a little bit more, but that's just great. The garlic flavor is everywhere. Holy crap, it's good. You're fasting? Screw your fasting. We're eating right now. We're not fasting. And this egg, we're gonna break that egg over the fried rice. And break the egg over the fried rice. See that? See that? See how runny that is? Gonna get that all over the fried rice. Yeah. You like it, don't you? You like that egg? You like that yolk all over the fried rice? See how that looks like? See that? Let's give this a shot. I'll give you guys a share too. Here you go. The yolk is good. The yolk is good. I wonder if the Over Easy has any yolk left in there. I mean, it's probably actually hard by now, but let's just check it out really quick. So the Over Easy, not much of a yolk going on there. I don't do over easy very or sunny side up much, but you can see here the inside is a little yolky still, but it doesn't flow like the sunny side up over here. That's for sure. Also, I think the garlic's a little bit too cooked. That's too cooked. That's too dark. It's too dark. Still good though. Egg is still good. No complaints with the egg. But this for me is the highlight of this entire thing. Normally what I would do is just chop this all up like that. It tastes burnt. What's so good about burnt garlic? I want the garlic flavor to still stand out, but there's none. It just tastes almost like charcoal. There's like bits of charcoal I'm eating. But yeah, normally I would do is just chop all this up right here. Just like that. It definitely doesn't look like your typical sausage, right? It doesn't look like your typical sausage. At least not like your typical beef sausage. I don't know how a American pork sausage would look like compared to this, but definitely quite different. Hold the meat with hand and eat everything else with a fork or spoon. Let's see. Let me see if I can do it on stream. I'm not sure how well this is gonna work, but there is a way to the typical way in the Philippines to eat any food except for soups is by hand. Now, I've never actually done it. I've never actually done it properly before, so I'm not sure how well it's gonna work out on stream. Yeah, this looks better than any normal pork sausage you would get, right? So this is Longanisa. You can find it in the Asian grocery stores if there is a Filipino section, or the frozen. You will probably find this in the frozen section in the Asian grocery stores. Excuse me. I know. Yeah, it should be on the frozen section. There's going to be different types of longanisa, different makes. I think the typical one. I think the most common brand of longanisa is going to be this Pampanga one. But it says Pampanga, which is a region in the Philippines that's supposedly known for their cooking. But anyway, that's a story for another time. But this is made in California, so it's going to be using whatever ingredients they have in California. There's also a Pure Foods one, which might actually be from the Philippines. Or it might also be made stateside, I don't know. But Pure Foods and Pampanga are the two ones you're going to see. There's going to be a sweet version. There's going to be a spicy version. Spicy's not spicy at all. And to me has not that very good flavor, so sweet is usually what I go for. There's also this thing called vegan version, V-I-G-A-N, not V-E-G-A-N. It's not vegan as in vegan like no meat. It's a region, I think it's a region in the Philippines, and it's done in a certain cooking style, so that's what it is. Anyway, let me see if I can do this by hand. But typically, if you don't have any utensils in the Philippines, there is a way to eat by hand. I don't know the proper way to do this, so I'm just gonna do whatever. I'm just gonna do whatever here. So are you supposed to pinch down? You're supposed to pinch. Oh, is it not catching? I think it'd be better if I just move this here. Yeah. So let me just do that over again. So you're supposed to pinch down, get a little bit of rice, get a little bit of meat, get a little bit of something here, and not get it into your palm. You don't want to get it in your palm. You're just actually using. You're supposed to be using just 3 fingers. These three fingers is mainly what you're using. You can use 4 if you need to. I kind of used all 5 in this case because I'm terrible at this. But this is how. But I think this is how you're supposed to do it. I was never actually taught how to do this. So for any Filipinos out there watching this, please tell me how to do this properly, because I can't do this properly. I've never been taught. I've seen it, but never can get it down. But yeah, eating by hand. This is how you do it. And there's a proper way to shovel the food in your mouth. But I don't know. I don't know. Let me get you guys your share. I'm gonna feed you by hand. All right. That might sound a little bit strange for some people, but I'm gonna feed you by hand. And see how you like it. See how you like it. This is probably a big bite, now that I think about it. This is probably a giant bite. You see that? Alright, let me get this to you guys. Let me teach you. You pick these fingers, close them if you try to simulate a claw, and shove it where the sun doesn't shine. I mean, you're supposed to use as little fingers as possible. You don't want it in the palm. The main thing is you don't want to get in the palm, because that gets really messy. If it's just the fingers, you don't use as much water to clean it. I think that's what it is. It just gets messy when you get into the palm. But I mean, I guess I'll just eat this by hand for the rest of it. Do you think you guys think we have enough time to do pancakes? I want pancakes. I had a pancake addiction like a few weeks ago. Like when I get home, I would make pancakes just to snack on. Okay, this is not working. Like I would have like I had a pancake addiction. I made several different kinds of pancakes. I made a normal pancake. I made one with cheese, which is kind of what I want to do on stream. Lick palm like a cat. Cats don't have palms. I don't know what you're talking about. Do cats have palms? I don't think they have palms. They have paws, paw pads, but not palms. They don't have palms. This is really good, guys. This is good. I wish I could like send you some of these so you know what it tastes like, but the best thing I can tell you is go to your Asian grocery store, see if you can find it in the frozen section, because that's where it should be. Otherwise, the next best thing to do is just make it for yourself. Make it yourself with garlic, ground garlic, freshly ground garlic, sugar, salt, pepper, spices. You don't need, if you can't find casing, you don't need to do casing. You can always do it without the casing. But definitely great. That's great. Not gonna lie, seeing the 3D hands and the chibi avatar. Tiny Ruka with huge 3D arms like a gorilla. That's right. That's right. The chibi avatar. You want to know a secret about the chibi avatar? You want to know a secret about the chibi avatar? The chibi avatar is me trying to convince you this is what I look like. But in reality, I'm a giant gorilla. I'm a giant gorilla otherwise. Why is this not picking up? Yeah. You know, this egg is a little bit difficult. Bald gorilla? I'm not bald. I'm not bald. Also, gorillas are not bald. That's rude to the gorillas. If a silverback gorilla heard you saying they were bald, they would break you in half, like literally. Zero fur. How should? That's just being rude. I'm just being rude. Why? I have hair. I have hair. For all you know, I might have like a really awesome mustache, and you wouldn't know that. Can you imagine me having a mustache or any kind of facial hair? I probably should turn off the turn on the sound filter. I don't know if you want the mushy eating sounds on the stream. My hair is the mustache. I don't think they go down far enough to make that into a mustache. You know, like I think you know the mustache hair some people make, especially if they have like really long hair. I don't think my hair's long enough for that. This yolk looks a little lonely. It really does. It really does. But we're gonna get it in here. Looks like part of the egg was not quite cooked. I see some white membrane still, but we're gonna eat it anyway. Like, I don't know if I've told this story before, but there was one time, and one of my grandparents' place. They had like a small farm, right? They had a small farm and they had some chickens in the back. And one day, early morning, chickens were laying eggs. He grabbed the eggs and told us to drink it. So we ate raw eggs for breakfast. Raw chicken eggs. No beverage or water. I have some tea on the side, but I haven't had the need to drink it yet. I may after this. Definitely if we do some pancakes here. Do we have time for pancakes? Should I make pancakes? Do you want to see pancakes made? Or should we save that for next time? I'm fine either way. I'm fine either way. Because the main thing I wanted to do today was show off the new knife and then make a typical Filipino breakfast. Yeah, you may have all night, but we've gone 2 hours. We've gone 2 hours. I probably have a time limit. Nah. Maybe it's not too late. I can probably like make one batch of pancakes and call it a night after that. Because I have a stream in the morning. I'm doing a morning stream for the Asian time zone, so I got to at least wake up early enough for that. Not to mention, I have to clean up this mess I'm making in my room from all the cooking. Where is that? But if it's just pancakes, maybe I can do pancakes. Maybe I can make like one batch of pancakes. Probably won't take me more than 30 minutes, I think. And I can show you some of the pancakes that I've been making. Maybe. I will say though, I've been making a huge mess with the food shoveling bit into my mouth because I'm not used to eating with my hands like this. I'm not used to eating Kamayan style, which is by hand. But it's nice though. It's nice. It's like if you're too lazy to get a spoon or something, or don't have a spoon, this is the way to do it. That's the way to do it. The shoveling bit into my mouth though, after scooping it up, is the hardest part. It's the hardest part, because I don't know how to do it properly, and I get rice all over myself. Now, suffice to say, if you have soup or anything like that, you wouldn't do this. You wouldn't do this. You would get a bowl and drink it from the bowl, or get a spoon and eat it with a spoon. Boxers or classic? Neither. Neither. Boxer briefs. Boxer briefs. Okay, that is done. The Log breakfast is done. I feel like making pancakes though, so I'm gonna get some ingredients for pancakes really quick, and I'll be right back. Be right back. Stuff here that I brought that I'm not using, so need to clear it off, otherwise much more work for later. You know what I forgot? You know what? Oh crap, my batteries are getting low for the camera. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna have to... Okay, so no face cam for now. I'm gonna have to be frozen as usual. Because the face cam is very low on battery. And I can't charge it while I'm doing my other stuff. There we go. That's charging now. But okay, I just realized you couldn't hear me for all that stuff. But anyway, I was the face cam got a low battery, so I had to move it from the cooking area to the desk. So that's charging by the desk. I won't have the face cam on when I get back to the pan for when we do the pancakes. But anyway, I'm clearing off the area right now and getting ready for pancakes because I feel like I need some pancakes. And I brought too much stuff. What I did want to show you though, is this. I forgot to use this. I had it and I forgot to use it. And this is banana ketchup, and this is a staple Philippine condiment, especially for breakfast and also for the egg rolls that we make over there, lumpia, the fried lumpia. This is a staple, mainly for those. I think we also use it for the spaghetti, which I need to do on stream at some point. But I forgot to use this, and if I did use this, then I would actually have to use the spoon because I don't want that all over my hand. It's too messy otherwise. Way too messy otherwise. But I'm clearing up my area here really quick though, so that I don't have to do this again later. I mean, so I don't have to like mess around with all this stuff later. So I'll be right back with pancake batter. And I should probably also heat up this pan while we wait. I don't know how well that's gonna work though with this pan because you saw it earlier, it's curved. But I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna try my best and we'll see where that gets us. 200 Celsius preheating while I get all the ingredients and clearing this out. So yeah, while I'm out though, let me know what you would like to see me cook in the future. I already know what I want to cook next week. We're gonna be doing a little bit of barbecue next week after Thanksgiving. I will be cooking next week on stream again, and let me know what you want to see cooked in the future, and I'll see you when I can do it because I think it'll be interesting for you guys to have some input on what we cook here. Something I can do, nothing fancy like a flambe or anything, because I don't think I can do that. All right, I am back. Kind of, sort of. I don't see any suggestions in chat for what I'm going to cook next. I guess I'm going to have to come up with something else then. But anyway, let me just show you really quick the batter I'm going to be making here. Oh crap, where's my whisk? I forgot to whisk! Okay. Let me just show you really quick what we got here. Here is the ingredients for the pancake batter that we're going to be doing. It's I think 120 grams of flour, 120 grams of flour, about 40, I think about 40 to 45 grams of brown sugar because I don't have white sugar, but either one is fine in this case. Also some baking powder and a little bit of salt, and I think that's it. That's it. We're also going to add an egg. I'm going to add an egg in this one. And about 3/4 cup of milk. 3/4 cup of milk in there. I'm just gonna mix it up. That's it. Very simple pancake batter. If you want to add something else to here, you can at this point, but I'm gonna be making like a couple different styles of pancakes, so I'm not adding anything directly into the batter. And I'm just mixing this enough to actually get mixed. Just enough that it's all mixed in there. And I know some people like their pancakes thick, and I know some people like their pancakes thinner. This I think is on the thicker side, just because this is how I found how I like to do my pancakes. It's easier for me to work with also. So that's why. That's why. Anyway, it didn't take long to mix. Go ahead and go over here to the pan. And for the oil, we're going to use a little bit of butter. I know some people like to use butter directly into the pancake batter. And if you want to do that, you can. Just me personally, this is how I do it. A little bit of butter, not a whole lot, especially on this curved thing. And let's get some batter on here. I'm not sure how big you guys like your pancakes, but I'm just using 2 things full of batter. That's very specific, but that's really all I'm doing. And ideally, I'm just going to be cooking this on each side for about 1.5 to 2 minutes, depending on how high your heat is. I'm not quite sure how This heat is going to affect this pancake, so we might be a little bit off. Hopefully not. But anyway, do you guys eat pancakes? Is there any kind of pancakes you like in particular? I'm gonna be doing 3 different kinds of pancakes today. And yeah, so this is the dessert portion of the breakfast menu. Oh geez, I need a timer. I don't have a timer. I usually do a timer whenever I cook these things because it gets too overdone otherwise. Oh, that's burnt. I'm gonna lower the heat. That's too much. It's too much. That's too burnt. Burnt my pancake. Can you believe it? Too much. Too much. Nice and crispy, but also burnt. Don't know how you like your pancakes, but I don't like mine burnt. Where's my tea? I need my tea. Forgot to get rid of the be right back sign. We're not be right backing anymore. I'm back. Back. Okay, I think that's enough. It's a little bit too hot. Oh yeah, that bottom's not great. Okay, let's see if we can do a little bit better. I think I had the heat too high. The heat on this pan is a little bit too high for the pancake. If this was back on the stove, it'd be easier for me to deal with, but okay, let's try this again. All right, let's try something a little bit different with this pancake in particular. I'm just gonna do 1 scoop just to test it out. And on top of this, I want to see how this cheese works. Just gonna plop down 1 thing of cheese there. This is how I've been making my pancakes, guys, with cheese. Does it make sense? I don't know. But I'm making it that way. And it works for me. It works for me at the very least. So yeah. Now the question is, how long do I have to cook this on this on this pan, because it's not going to be the same as a regular frying pan. I think it needs a few more seconds. It's getting brown, but not brown enough. Not brown enough for sure. Okay. Maybe it's ready. I could use a little bit more color, I guess. That's fine. This is fine. Decent enough. I'm gonna let that go for about a minute, at least, I think. But yeah, it's pancake time, guys. It's pancake time. I'm probably hitting my calories A little bit too high today, but that's fine. Call this a cheat day because it will be. But by the time I'm done with it, it's a cheat day. Though with how high this pan's heat is, maybe 1 minute each side is good enough. I think 1 minute each side is good enough. Ooh, that's bubbling up. Not sure if you saw that, but it bubbled up in the middle a bit. It has been 50 seconds about. Let me see what this looks like underneath. Ooh, nice and cheesy. Nice and cheesy. I think what I need to do though is add a little bit of batter on top of the cheese. That way it gets encased in there. But I think this is good. That's done. As far as I'm concerned, that's done. Let me see if that actually works though. Oh, butter! Forgot the butter. Let's do a little bit of butter to lubricate. Need that. It's a bit lower heat, but I think it's okay. Maybe a slightly higher temperature. This isn't quite so high. All right, let's try this again. So batter, batter, cheese, then a little bit of batter on top to seal the cheese so that it doesn't leak out once we flip it over. And that's going to cook for at least a minute, at least 1 minute. Yeah, let me. I think that spread out a little bit too much because of the amount of batter used. Let me see though. I'm gonna check after a minute and see if it's good enough, and then we'll flip it over. I think I got enough pancake batter for 2 or 3 more. So I did use sliced cheese. You can, if you want to try this recipe with other types of cheeses, be free. Go ahead and knock yourself out. I only use sliced cheddar because that's what I have in the fridge. I have like sharp cheddar and extra sharp cheddar. I didn't know what the difference was at first, but when I tasted it, the extra sharp cheddar was like, holy crap. Why do you want your cheese to be this tart? I'm not entirely sure. It's been over a minute. It's been over a minute. And that is not dark enough. I definitely need to increase the heat here. That's not dark enough. I think on this setting I need to do it for like 2 minutes each side. Otherwise it just doesn't do it. It doesn't work very well. But yeah, this is what I've been doing for the past October, I think. October, I was on a pancake kick and made all these pancakes with cheese and sugar I wanted to do a bacon pancake, but I ran out of bacon. So no bacon pancake today. Maybe not today. But bacon pancake, cheese pancake, sugar pancake. Why stop there? Why stop there? Why why have the pancake just be drowned in maple syrup or whatever sweet stuff you want to put on there? There are savory pancakes out there, though the batter recipe is definitely a lot different than what we got over here. The batter recipe is, I think, on the not thinner side. I want to say it's thicker because you got to hold all those green onions and all that stuff. And also maybe a little bit more eggy. I don't have as much egg in this recipe as the other savory pancakes do. This is what we got. Let's see. Okay, that bottom part browned up quite nicely. I'm gonna give the top part an extra 30 seconds, I think, because that was quite pale. We needed to be a little bit darker. All right, nutcase. Thank you for dropping by. Have a good night's sleep. We're going to be finishing our pancakes and calling it a night ourselves because we need to sleep, clean up, go to sleep, and get ready for tomorrow. Okay, that top part needs a little bit extra. Holy crap, that's not enough. That's not hot enough. But I think these pancakes might be on the drier side. I know typically thick and fluffy pancakes are the way to go. I'm just not used to making pancakes on this one. So this is an experiment on my part to try to figure out how to make decent pancakes on this thing. Let me see. I got some sugar here. I'm gonna guess the sugar pancake. Cheese sugar pancake should be a thing for the next one. Okay, let's see. How much batter do I have left? Okay, I don't know if that extra turbinado is going to help this any, but yeah, I'm just messing around at this point. I don't get too particular with my pancakes. As long as it's cooked and edible, I'm good to go. I'm good to go as far as that's concerned. You can smell it from here. Doobie, do you like pancakes? Do you have a particular pancake you like? Is this pancake something a little bit different from what you would expect a pancake to be? Because I know some people don't like to experiment with their foods, but I do. Especially simple foods like this, just because the main reason why is I want to challenge people I want to challenge people on what you can do. You can do with regular food. Oh, that's better. How long? How long was that? About a minute and a half. It looks like. Like is an understatement. I love the pancakes, but the only difference from my pancakes is that mine would be 3 times bigger. I see. Yeah, I'm trying to stretch my batter here a bit. I only used 120 grams of sugar and about 3/4 cup of milk and 1 egg. So it's not as much batter as some pancakes would be. Like, these are small bite-sized pancakes, good for a snack. If you make the big pancakes, I think you can get a better a better fluff on those pancakes. It's just if I do that, we would have a giant pancake and not much room for experimentations and having different varieties of pancake here. That's what I was trying to get to. That'll be what I'm trying to get to. I think the bottom's good. All right, this one's done. Let's see, how many more pancakes can I make? At least 1, maybe 2. Also, as far as I'm concerned, the only proper way to cook a pancake is with butter. You don't use oil, you use butter. Because if you use oil, I don't think that will work quite as well. But butter? Very good. Oh, that's too much sugar. It's too much sugar! Oh well, we'll see how that works. I think I only have enough for 1 more pancake, so we're gonna pour the rest of this crap in here. I guess I'll use the extra cheese here. Cheese over there, cheese over here. I want to use other cheeses also, but yeah, I don't think I have enough batter for that. And this is plenty of pancakes right now, so good enough for me. Good enough for me. And we'll see how it works out. We'll see how they turned out afterwards. Okay. But look at this pancake though. This last pancake is quite stretched out a bit. It's everywhere and while not necessarily making a huge mess. Yeah, it's spread out quite a bit. Also, Doobie, calm down. It's just a pancake. It's just a pancakes. Calling it lewd is too much. I think this became a continent in its own, though. It's a continent of Pancakia with 3 things of cheddar and dustings of turbinado. See if I can flip this. Ooh, that's perfect. See that? That's perfect. I think 1 minute on that side and we'll finish this off. I wasn't planning on making pancakes today since the whole traditional breakfast thing came up. But now we have 3 chapters, 3 main chapters in the stream. the knife testing chapter, the Filipino food, chapter, and then make pancakes. That's a full breakfast, including the knives. That's a full breakfast. You like both salty and sweet pancakes, or just sweet ones? I like both. I like both. All the types of pancakes. I like them. Hello, Hayden Senpai. Welcome. How's it going? We are just about to end the the breakfast stream with pancakes here. I hope you came hungry, because I think I was. See that? See that cheese on the bottom of the pancake? That's great. That's great. I'm gonna have to get some more milk because pancakes demand coffee, milk, or tea. In this case, though, I prefer milk with my pancakes. So I'll be back with some milk, and I'll meet you at the desk because we're done with this area now. So I should probably show you the midsections of the pancakes, and then I'll meet you at the desk. Yeah, I think that's better. I'll be back though. I need to get some milk. Let me show you guys really quick what these pancakes look like. I know I use some ingredients probably not typically found in a pancake, namely the cheese and the extra sugar. The sugar itself is not strange, so I don't think that's an issue so far. Okay, so here's the last pancake we made. The cheese not necessarily embedded into the pancake. It kind of leaked out a little bit on the outside, so you're not gonna get like gushers of cheese or anything like that. But as you can see here, nice midsection of cheese and pancakes. Let me give you this piece, guys. Let me give you this piece. Ciao. The portion of pancake with the cheese in it is salty because of the cheese, and the cheese itself, it's like that cheese. It's like melted cheese, but not like melty cheese. It is a kind of cheese that you would probably find on a baked good, on top of a baked good, if you've seen those kinds of things. It's not necessarily stretchy, but it does taste like cooked cheese, like slightly hardened queso, if it makes any sense like that. It's very nice though, very nice. And the extra and the extra sugar crystals definitely help sweeten it up a little bit more, because in the batter itself it's not very sweet. The batter itself is not very sweet, but the extra sugar crystals helps it. Like this is our This is the basic pancake that I made earlier. It's a little bit burnt, as you can tell. But there's no extra sugar here, it's just pancake. Nice and fluffy. Nice and fluffy pancake. As you can see here. Fluffy. No cheese. The pancake itself tastes a little plain. It's not bad. I can taste a little sugar here because of the brown sugar that I used. Like, there's definitely a brown sugar molasses kind of flavor, which is nice. But yeah. Holy crap. If you guys make pancakes without brown sugar, if you guys haven't made pancakes with brown sugar, I suggest give it a try. I feel like it has a little bit more flavor in there compared to the white sugar pancakes. I wouldn't recommend using honey as the sugar substitute for the pancakes though, because it's liquidy. But if you take into account that liquidness and maybe add a little bit less milk for the liquid portion, maybe it'll work. Maybe it might work out. It might work out. But yeah, that's our pancakes. And it goes very well with milk. Very well with milk. Use cinnamon. I should use more cinnamon. I have cinnamon, I just don't use it. Alright, well, I'm not going to eat the rest of these pancakes on stream. I think that would be kind of rude. Also, let's go ahead and do this really quick for the photo op for the camera, so that it doesn't look like pieces and what do you call this? Chunks of broken up pancakes. I don't know how you guys like to eat pancakes, but I do like to eat pancakes by hand. By hand, I like to eat pancakes. I'm not civilized when it comes to pancakes. I am civilized when I eat everything else, but not pancakes. You're full from the last breakfast, caveman mode? I'm actually not that full. I'm not full. If that's surprising, I'm not full. I am gonna eat the rest of this after the stream is over, because pancakes are best fresh, not cold. If I eat pancakes cold, that's just a sad pancake. It's not good. Don't test me, Doobie. You have no idea how much I can eat. If I really put my mind to it, I can eat quite a bit. I did eat 41, I think, 41 or 42 chicken nuggets on stream. So, and that was in about a 40-minute time frame. I had to tap out after that because it was too much. It was too much chicken nuggets. I was going for 100. I couldn't even hit 50. And that was not the only thing I ate that day. I also ate a 6-ounce burger earlier that day. So that was quite the full meal. Clearly never had ice cream rolled pancakes. I would if I had ice cream. I've done that before. I've done that with waffles. Not pancakes, but I've done that with waffles. With the waffles, it's nice because with the waffles, you have all these pits in the waffle that you can like squish the ice cream into. That's great. And the pancake, I feel like for a pancake, I would have to like roll the pancake a lot thinner. Very thin pancakes, almost crepe-like, and then use ice cream on top, and then roll the ice cream in it for the pancake ice cream to work. That's my preference, though. I guess I could use thicker ones, but then I don't know. I'll probably have to try both at some point. But yeah, waffle ice cream I've made before, and I highly recommend that. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it a night for today on the stream. I will finish off the pancakes off stream, guys. But you can have whatever you want. You can like pick off from the pancakes there if you guys want to. Let's see. Yeah, you can pick off from the pancakes and take it home with you. But I'm gonna eat the rest. I'm gonna eat the rest. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you guys missed the stream, then you can always look back in the VODs and see what we've been up to. I'll make sure to do the chapters later so that you can easily go to different parts of the stream, because I think for this one, there are clear chapters on what's been happening in the stream. But in other streams I typically do, they kind of just blend in together, so there's not so much chaptering that happens there. But I definitely should do that a bit more. Bonks your screen? What the heck are you talking about, Doobie? What the heck are you talking about? Anyway, I'm gonna call that a night, guys. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please consider subscribing. Also, please consider what do you call this? Hitting that notification bell so you know when I go live. Though sometimes YouTube is not very good at telling people that you are actually live. So the best way I figured out how to do that is join the Discord, because as soon as I go live, Discord will actually notify you when I do that. YouTube, not so much. So consider joining the Discord if you haven't joined the Discord yet, if you want to catch streams on time. Until then, thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a nice rest of your day. And I'll see you all next time. Good night. Goodbye. Bye-bye.